Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today I'm going through another round of transfer rumours and I'm just going to grade them on how likely they are to happen. We're getting ever closer to 1,500 subscribers, so please remember to subscribe, and as always leave a like on this video. Anyway, let's get into it. Starting off, we're starting with my club, West Ham, with our link to Kalvin Phillips. It's going to be a loan move. I don't know if there'll be an option to buy. I haven't seen that anywhere. But according to multiple sources, we are the favourites to sign him. Tottenham and Barcelona are also interested, but I will rate this signing if we get it off, because obviously Paqueta's injured. Obviously Phillips doesn't offer the same attacking output as Paqueta, but it's more depth for us, you know, especially with Flynn Downs out on loan at Southampton. So I'll rate this, but because of the other clubs interested, such as Tottenham and Barcelona, I'm going to give it a B, because I'm not sure if we can quite pull it off. Keeping on with my club, West Ham, we're also linked to Emil Smith-Rowe. Hasn't played a lot for Arsenal this season, but yet Arteta claims he's still important to the club. I think he'd get a good amount of game time with us, either on the wing or cam, but we've had a loan move rejected, so therefore I don't see it happening. This came from Fabrizio Romano, so it's quite a solid source. But since we've had a move rejected and Arteta just doesn't want to seem to let him go even though he doesn't play him, that's not here or there. I'm giving it an F on likeliness to happen because Arteta just don't want to let him go. The next player I've got down is Karim Benzema to Arsenal. Now I saw this from the Mirror. He's also been linked with Chelsea, but I think the links with Arsenal are going to be more credible because Chelsea have already got quite a few strikers and attacking players. You know, Jackson, Broja, and Nkunku can play striker at a stretch. So I think Arsenal are more in need of the striker, but as of recent, I've not seen anything else happen. I don't know if it's moved on to advanced stages or what. If anyone else has seen anything, feel free to comment down below. But because the links have gone quiet, I'm going to give it an E because Arsenal are still apparently linked with a striker. So we'll go for an E for Karim Benzema. Up next, Kieran Trippier to Bayern Munich. Now this not came out of nowhere, but you know, the main target for Bayern's Nordi Mukiele, but apparently the talks have stalled. Trippier's the next option in the list. It would be a good signing for Bayern. You know, Trippier could link up with Kane and Dyer. You know, he's got really good delivery from set pieces. He's a good leader. But I just don't see him moving from Newcastle. The fans love him. I know he's had a little bit of a dip in form the last few weeks, but Trippier is a class player, and I don't see him leaving the Newcastle project. I think he is really important for Newcastle. Fans love him. He's a good leader at Newcastle. So for that reason, I'm going to give it an F, I think, because I just don't see it happening. I mean, it's just too important to Newcastle. So yeah, an F for Trippier to Bayern Munich. Sticking with English defenders now, we've got Trevor Chalobah to AC Milan. It's been reported, well, for a while now, he's been out of favour at Chelsea. Pochettino's just not choosing him. It would make sense for him to move to Italy, actually, because he'd be pretty much at home. You know, there's a lot of Chelsea teammates there. You know, you've got Pulisic, Giroud, Loftus-Cheek, Tomori, who he came through the academy with, I do believe, Loftus-Cheek and Tomori. Don't know if that's right. Chelsea fans, let us know down below. Basically, AC Milan's become a home-in for Chelsea rejects. Well, not rejects, but, you know, out of favour Chelsea players. So I can see this happening. This comes from One Football, so I see this as a reputable source. And, you know, I'll rate this transfer. I think it's a B. I think it could happen because Trevor Chalobah will want to play. His teammates are there. But I think it all determines how much the fee is and if AC Milan can maybe fit him into their squad. It all depends on, obviously, financial fair play as well. Al Ettifaq have approached Abdoulaye Doucouré from Everton. To be honest, I do not see this happening one bit. Doucouré is so loved at Everton. He's a fan favourite. He's a key player. But then again, could the Saudi money tempt him? You don't know. But I think it would be a poor move on Doucouré's part. You know, Jordan Henderson recently left Al Ettifaq. Still receiving a lot of backlash because obviously he went out there for the money and is not getting the money he was earning, so it just seemed like a waste of 6 months, and they want a replacement midfielder. But the way the Saudi League is very slowly falling apart at the seams, loads of players want to leave. Would Doucouré want to join a slowly sinking ship when he's got it well at Everton? Alright, yeah, they're in a relegation battle, but they've been playing well this season and he's been key to that. So basically I don't see this happening. If it does, then it'd literally just be for the money. So I'm going to give this a D. It's Brian Brobby to Man United. Another Ajax player Ten Hag wants. Well, former Ajax. He did play under Ten Hag at Ajax, but you know what I mean. No big surprise. This comes from Sky Sports. I personally don't think this will happen. You know, they've already spent big money on Højlund. They've got Martial still on the books. Will they really be able to fit another striker in? And would he even improve him? I'd say he wouldn't. Brobby wants to work under Ten Hag again. That will maybe push the move through. So for that, I'm going to give it a D. Another rumour involving my club, this time a departure from the club, is Saïd Benrahma to Marseille. It's been reported that Marseille offered a loan, but we did push it back. Moyes said we don't want to loan any players, we want to sell players to make room for other players, which makes sense. I mean, Benrahma's fallen out of favour at the club, sadly. Received a stupid red card against Bristol in the FA Cup replay, so it makes sense for him to leave. And we've seen a lot of players regain form in Liga, and I think Marseille will become one of the best players there. So in terms of grading it on the way I see it happening, is I'd give it a B. I'm not going to give it an A because we've said we want a pure transfer, we don't want a loan. So hopefully that gets done by the end of the window. A rumour coming out of Man United is Facundo Pellistri moving to Granada on loan. It's literally just a pure loan. As it stands, discussions are understood to be over a straight loan. There's no final agreement yet, and other clubs are interested are PSV Eindhoven. So he's got a contract till 2025 at Man United. So I think because there's another club involved, I'm going to give it a B because obviously he could choose to go Eindhoven or Granada. So a B for that one to happen. Another Manchester United departure is Anthony Martial. It's reported that Juventus and Inter Milan are reportedly the front runners to sign the services. Roma and AC Milan are also looking at him. But Martial's agent has said he will run down his contract, so it'll probably be a pre-contract agreement. But they'll probably want to get it done in January so he can sign ready in the summer window. Martial going to Italy is definitely an A, but to which club we will wait and see. So it's an A for Martial to depart Man United. The Telegraph have reported that Everton are looking at Amadou Onana because apparently Joe Linton has not signed a new deal yet. I think that's pretty much a like-for-like replacement. I mean, they're both big tacklers in the middle of the park, both got good engines. Obviously, the big difference is Onana's 5 years younger than Joe Linton. And we've seen what he's like at Everton. He's a big battler, he's got a lot of heart in him. I think with the atmosphere Newcastle create, he'd be a great midfielder. I think that is a good signing, but I don't think they'll get it done in this window. So, on the way of ranking it getting done, I think I'm going to give this a D because I don't think it will happen in this window. It could happen in the summer, depending on Everton's situation, but I don't see it happening in this window. Man City are also linked with a big money move, which they are every season. It's Florian Wirtz. The 20-year-old is valued at more than 100 million. Again, I don't see it happening this window. It hasn't really been a big news story. This is coming out of Bild in Germany. I think Wirtz is very settled in that Bayer Leverkusen team. They're performing very well, and I don't think he'd slot straight into City's midfield. Maybe they'll get this done after the season ends, I don't know, but in terms of it happening in this window, I'm going to give it an F. And that is the end of the video, guys. Is there any rumours we've missed out, or rumours you think needed to be graded a little bit better? Let us know down in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. We'll catch you next one, guys. See you later.